Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. This video is all about Jupiter transit for various zodiac sign part number 1. Okay, so in this video I'll be talking about 6 zodiac signs right from Aries to Virgo in regards to in association with Jupiter transit. Okay, so the Jupiter transit, first of all, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is a karaka for wealth. Jupiter is a karaka for father and fatherly figures, and also the support from the father. And Jupiter is also planet of expansion, development. Jupiter is the karaka for vehicles. Jupiter is the karaka for leadership. Jupiter is the karaka for dynamism, courage. Jupiter is the karaka for ornaments. Jupiter is the karaka for the financial industry, education industry, insurance industry, exports and imports. And Jupiter is also karaka for hotel management. Jupiter is also karaka for any management career for that matter. And also the leadership roles. Okay, so association with the influential people. With these are all some of the significators of planet Jupiter. In fact, I have given nearly 100 to 150 significators pertaining to the planet Jupiter. I want you to please watch that videos in my YouTube channel. If you type significance of planet Jupiter in Vedic astrology, you'll be getting a couple of videos. Please do watch that video to understand about the significance of Jupiter in a very good manner. Okay, so let me get into straight away what happens for different zodiac signs because of Jupiter transit. So currently, as per the Nadi transits, the Jupiter is transiting in the Pisces zodiac sign. Okay, so for Aries zodiac sign, it is transiting in the 12th house. Okay, so for Aries zodiac sign people, you will be having a control on your expenses. You'll be having a control on your money. You can able to allocate the budgets. You can able to spend the money on the religious activities and also on the some kind of welfare, social welfare activities, and you'll be spending that money out of a great thought and emotion. That's what generally the first thing gonna be happening, and you'll be able to overcome certain diseases, you'll be able to overcome certain debts, and also you'll be able to overcome the health problems. You'll be able to ease out from the obstacles, challenges in your life. That happens if at all Jupiter is transiting in your 12th house. Okay, for Aries zodiac sign, and also you will be getting into some kind of writing during this point of time, because 12th house talks about writing ability, and also not only the writing ability, any skills that society is not aware until this point of time, that will come out during this transit for Aries zodiac sign. And for Taurus zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in your 11th house, the 11th house of gains, 11th house of incoming flow of cash, incoming flow of any profits that in your life. It can be tangible, intangible, monetary or non-monetary, all sorts of profits in your life. And also 11th house also talks about friends and networking. 11th house also talks about support from the influential people. 11th house also talks about hopes and wishes. So Jupiter transiting in these 11th house will, all these attributes that I mentioned to you will become positive for you during this transit for Taurus zodiac sign. Okay, so let me talk about the Gemini zodiac sign. For Gemini zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in your 10th house of occupation, 10th house of name, fame and reputation, 10th house of bosses, the relationship with bosses, the kind of career that you take, your occupation, your workplace environment, your support from your peers, okay, support from the work environment. Most importantly, the action, because 10th house is nothing but a karma, karmic action. It is a house of karma. That means on day in and day out basis, what you'll be performing, that can be seen from your 10th house. So 10th house is very important. And for Gemini zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in your 10th house currently. So 10th house brings you a lot of fruitful benefits from the workplace environment. You will be getting a promotion. You'll be getting the good support from your colleagues, your bosses, and also your boss will become a great guru in your life, a great mentor, a coach in your life to guide you what is right and what is wrong in your life. That generally happens if at all Jupiter is transiting in your 10th house for Gemini zodiac sign. And Jupiter is transiting in, let's say for Cancer zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in the 9th house. 9th house of fortune, 9th house of long distance journey, 9th house of religious pursuits, 9th house of blessings from ancestors, 9th house of father and fatherly figures, support from father and fatherly figures. Okay, so for Cancer zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in the 9th house. That brings a lot of fortune in your life. That means with a very less efforts, you'll be able to gain the success in your life, and you'll be getting the great support from your father. Maybe your father might sponsor you some kind of property to you, and also he'll be able to support you financially. He will be able to encourage you. He'll be acting as a guide and mentor for you during this transit. And Jupiter also makes you to be little spiritual in nature. You'll be traveling to some spiritual places, the long distance journey. Maybe you might do some kind of foreign travel during this time. And also you'll be getting very good blessings from ancestors. So the blessings from ancestors are also very important for you, for your growth and development in terms of your career, your finances, your relationships. You need a blessings of ancestors. So that happens for Cancer zodiac sign, because Jupiter is transiting in your 9th house. Okay. And for Leo zodiac sign, currently Jupiter is transiting in your 8th house. 8th house of sudden ups and downs, 8th house of sudden wealth, 8th house of government support, 8th house of litigation, 8th house of longevity, 8th house of relationship with your in-laws, okay, relationship with your cousins. For all these things, 8th house is the Karaka. For Leo zodiac sign, Jupiter is transiting in your 8th house. So all the attributes that I mentioned to you till now with regards to the 8th house, that will become in favor for you during this point of time. But you need to have a control on your speech, because 8th house transit Jupiter might bring some kind of you'll be egoistic in terms of dealing with the relationships, and that's how people might consider you that you're very egoistic and they won't approach you just because of your ego nature. So that you need to control, and you need to have a control on your speech. Then all the stuff will start coming to you. All the positive things starts coming in your favor to you. Okay. And whereas for Virgo zodiac sign, the Jupiter is transiting in your 7th house of business, relationship with your business partners, 7th house of your spouse related matters, relationship with your spouse. Most importantly, relationships, the way you perceive others and the way others perceive you, whomsoever you meet in the life, okay, right from morning to night. So that is associated with your 7th house. And Jupiter is transiting in your 7th house for Virgo zodiac sign currently. So that brings a very good support from your spouse, and also your spouse will be of the great mentor and a coach for you. You'll be taking the suggestions from your spouse, and your spouse will be also provide you some kind of financial supports, financial benefits for you during this transit, and she'll be understanding you during this time. So till now, if at all you have any kind of conflicts with your spouse, so this is the time she'll start understanding you in a positive manner. She'll be recognizing your efforts for the family and also for your responsibilities that you're taking for your family. So she'll be of the great support to you during this time. And also, if at all you're referring for the female bircher, then your husband will be of a great support to you during this time. Your husband will be providing you some kind of knowledge and wisdom in terms of enhancing your skill set. There are some situations that we have been coming across in social media that spouses are being as a role model for their success. So that generally happens if at all Jupiter is transiting your 7th house. If at all you are not married, then during this point of time, there might be high chances that you might get married during this time. And Jupiter in the 7th house also brings good relationship with your business partners, and most importantly, he'll bring business gains during this time. So until now, if at all you have a long pending issues, so this is the time wherein which you can start kicking it up, so that it will go in a smooth manner. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. So I have discussed from Aries to Virgo zodiac sign in regards to in association with Jupiter transit. So let me tell you one thing, as Jupiter is considered as the most auspicious planet of all the 9 planets. Jupiter is most important planet that you need to look into your birth chart, and you need to come into a conclusion that what exactly Jupiter is giving it to you, what exactly Jupiter is offering it to you. Okay, so with that, I'll take a conclusion. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If at all you need my astrological consultation, whatever I spoke to till now is a very general prediction. So if at all you need my astrological consultation, I need your birth chart. For that, I need your date of birth, time of birth and place of birth. Based on that, I can prepare your birth chart, not only from the Jupiter transit, from all the 9 planets perspective. I can able to provide you the final prediction, and also I'll be suggesting certain astrological recommendations and suggestions or remedies to ease out the problems in your life. And also I'll be deriving the SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats, and I'll be submitting the report for you, so that you can keep that report for a lifetime and you can refer for it. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the consultation. Bye for now.